Ever imagine a courtroom battle where everything hinges on a single word?
Oh,
A
yeah.
crucial detail that could make or break a case.
Absolutely, yeah.
That's where our deep dive takes us today, into the world of the court reporter.
Hmm.
You've sent us some intriguing sources on this.
Right.
So let's unlock the secrets of this vital legal career together.
Yeah. It's fascinating stuff. I think a lot of people,
Yeah.
don't realize how much goes into it.
Right.
It's more than just typing fast, isn't it?
Right.
We often take for granted those precise transcripts,
Mm-hmm.
but they're the backbone of legal decisions, appeals,
Right.
everything.
Absolutely. And it's fascinating to peek behind the curtain.
Yeah.
Our sources paint a picture of intense pressure,
Right.
real-time transcription, and the need for absolute accuracy.
Oh, for sure.
It's a lot more than just capturing words.
Right.
It's about understanding the gravity of the situation.
One of the sources even mentions court reporters needing emotional resilience. Imagine dealing with testimonies about difficult or even traumatic events day in and day out.
Right.
That requires a special kind of strength.
That really struck me too.
Yeah.
I remember reading about a court reporter who handled a particularly harrowing case involving a child witness.
Wow.
It really highlighted the emotional toll this job can take.
Yeah.
And the compassion required to do it well.
And while technology is changing the game, we see mentions of electronic court reporting and even AI.
Right.
Those core skills of listening and comprehension remain paramount.
Especially with the rapid pace of courtroom proceedings.
Oh, absolutely.
It made me wonder, though, how does the technology actually work?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
We see stenography and electronic reporting mentioned, but what are the differences?
With stenography, the reporter uses a specialized machine
Okay.
with a phonetic keyboard to capture sounds as shorthand.
Okay.
It's incredibly fast, but requires years of training to master.
Wow.
Electronic reporting, on the other hand, often uses a combination of audio recording and specialized software to transcribe the spoken word.
So it's almost like comparing a traditional typewriter to a modern computer.
Exactly.
Both achieve the same goal, a written record, but through different methods.
Right.
It makes you appreciate the skill involved in both approaches.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's really impressive.
So it sounds like, you could go either route and have a really successful career.
Oh, absolutely. And just like with computers, technology is opening up new possibilities.
Right.
One source even mentions court reporters branching out beyond the courtroom, offering their skills for captioning, depositions, and even real-time translation.
That flexibility is definitely a hook.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Let's talk about getting your foot in the door.
Okay.
What stood out to you as essential skills for aspiring court reporters?
Obviously, strong grammar and spelling are non-negotiable,
Right.
even in our digital age.
Of course, yeah.
But what surprised me was the emphasis on legal knowledge.
Mm-hmm.
It's not enough to capture the words.
Right.
You need to understand the language of the law to ensure accuracy.
That makes sense.
Right.
It's almost like being fluent in two languages at once.
Right.
Everyday speech and legal jargon.
Exactly.
So how does someone develop that kind of expertise?
One source highlighted the importance of certifications like the CCR and RPR.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
For those of us who aren't familiar with court reporting lingo,
Right.
can you break down what those acronyms actually mean?
Of course. CCR stands for Certified Court Reporter,
Okay.
a nationally recognized certification,
Got it.
while RPR stands for Registered Professional Reporter,
Okay.
which often focuses on deposition and legal proceedings outside of the courtroom.
So it's about establishing credibility and expertise.
Exactly.
Proving you're not just a fast typer,
Right.
but a true, what do we say, legal language expert?
A legal language expert, yeah.
There we go. I like this.
It's a good way to put it. Yeah. Because you really do have to have a good grasp of the terminology
Absolutely.
and the nuances of legal language.
It makes me think about those career progression paths we see outlined.
Right.
You could start as an entry-level court reporter
Mm.
and with the right skills and certifications,
Right.
work your way up to managing an entire department.
It's true. Speaking of career progression, I think it's time we dive into the different stages a court reporter can experience.
Let's do it.
But before we do, I want to circle back to something we briefly touched upon.
Great.
The emotional resilience needed in this field.
You're right. We should explore that further.
Yeah.
It's a side of the job that often gets overlooked, but it's so important.
It is.
Let's delve into that right after a quick break. picking up where we left off, I'm really glad we're focusing on the emotional aspect of court reporting. One of the sources used the phrase silent witnesses to describe the role.
Right.
And I thought that was powerful.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
It really does capture the essence of the job, doesn't it? They're present for these incredibly raw and intense moments.
Right.
Absorbing not just the words, but the emotions behind them.
Yeah.
And they have to do it while remaining completely objective and impartial.
It makes you think about the kinds of cases they might encounter. Family disputes, criminal trials, personal injury lawsuits, each one carrying its own weight.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can see how building those emotional muscles would be crucial.
Absolutely.
And it's not something that's often talked about.
Right.
We tend to focus on the technical skills, but the emotional aspect is just as vital.
I think so, yeah.
It's like the difference between being a good listener and being a truly empathetic one.
Right.
You hear the words, but it takes something more to truly understand the weight they carry.
For sure.
But shifting gears a bit,
Okay.
I'm curious to unpack these career stages outlined in the sources.
Okay.
It's clear there's a lot of room for growth within the field.
Right. It's not a one-size-fits-all profession.
Right.
Let's start with that entry-level court reporter. Fresh out of training, eager to put their skills to the test.
What I found interesting was this quote from an entry-level reporter.
Okay.
My attention to detail and proficiency in using word processors and software allow me to capture each word mentioned in the courtroom. It highlights how tech-savvy you need to be, even from day one.
And it's not just about speed, is it?
Right.
It's about accuracy, precision, making sure those transcripts are flawless.
Right.
Think about it. Even a misplaced comma could have legal ramifications.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
No wonder attention to detail is crucial. So you're an entry-level court reporter.
Right.
You're getting the hang of things. What comes next?
You climb the ladder to junior court reporter, where you start taking on more responsibility, collaborating more directly with legal professionals.
Got it.
One source mentioned that at this stage, building trust with clients is paramount.
Okay.
You're no longer just a stenographer. You're becoming a trusted member of the legal team.
And that makes sense, given the sensitive nature of the information they're handling.
Right.
It's not just about typing what you hear. It's about understanding the context, the nuances, the legal jargon.
Exactly. This is where that deep understanding of legal terminology really comes into play.
Okay.
Because at this level, you're dealing with more than just the spoken word. You're deciphering legal jargon, making sure the transcript accurately reflects the nuances of the proceedings.
You really have to be a language expert, but for the courtroom.
Yes, exactly.
Okay, so we've gone from entry level to junior court reporter, navigating the world of legalese.
Right.
What comes after that? What's the next rung on this career ladder?
Well, with experience and a proven track record, you might find yourself stepping into the role of senior court reporter. This is where leadership skills come into play.
Okay, got it.
You're not just responsible for your own work. You might be mentoring junior reporters, overseeing transcripts, and ensuring quality control.
It's like that transition from player to coach.
Exactly.
You've mastered the game, and now you're guiding others. I imagine that brings a whole new set of challenges and rewards.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And at the very top, we have the chief court reporter, the conductor of the orchestra, if you will.
Okay, so paint a picture for me.
Okay.
What does a chief court reporter actually do?
Think of it as managing an entire court reporting department.
Okay.
You're overseeing budgets, streamlining operations, collaborating with judges and court administrators.
Wow.
Basically ensuring the smooth and efficient functioning of this vital part of the legal system.
Wow. That's a huge responsibility.
It is.
They're not just capturing the legal record. They're shaping how it's managed and maintained.
Precisely.
Wow.
And one source even mentioned that chief court reporters might be called upon to provide expert testimony in court based on their knowledge and experience with transcripts.
Oh, wow.
It really speaks to the level of respect and authority they command within the legal profession.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
They start by capturing the words of others.
Right.
And they end up being sought out for their own expertise.
Exactly.
It's a testament to the dedication and growth this career path offers.
It is. And it makes you realize that behind every court case, every verdict, every legal decision, there's a team of dedicated professionals ensuring that justice is served.
Wow.
One accurately transcribed word at a time.
And speaking of technology's impact, remember that RoleCatcher platform that keeps popping up in our sources?
Oh, right. Yeah.
They seem to be at the forefront of using AI to help people navigate their careers. And I'm eager to dive into that a bit deeper.
Yeah, me too.
Welcome back. Before the break, we were discussing the incredible journey of a court reporter from those early days, capturing every word, to potentially leading an entire department.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing.
And it seems technology is playing a larger role than ever, especially with platforms like RoleCatcher,
Right.
which seems to be everywhere in our sources.
It's true. RoleCatcher is incredibly relevant, and for good reason.
Yeah.
Their AI-powered tools are changing how people approach job hunting, especially in specialized fields like court reporting.
I was particularly intrigued by their AI-powered CV analysis. Can you imagine having an AI analyze job descriptions, pinpoint the exact skills employers want, and even suggest how to improve your resume? It's like having a personalized career coach available 24/7.
Imagine this. You're a court reporter wanting to highlight your expertise in, say,
Right.
medical terminology.
Okay.
For specialized cases, RoleCatcher's AI can identify which keywords to emphasize in your resume,
Oh, wow.
making it instantly stand out to legal teams handling medical malpractice lawsuits.
That's brilliant. It's not just about listing your skills, it's about tailoring your resume to precisely what employers are seeking.
Right, exactly.
And let's not forget their interview prep feature.
Oh, right.
I don't know about you, but I always get those pre-interview jitters.
It's completely normal.
Yeah.
But imagine having access to a vast database of potential interview questions specifically for court reporting roles.
Okay.
That's what RoleCatcher provides.
Wow.
Their AI analyzes those questions, tailors them to specific jobs you're interested in, and even provides potential answers.
Okay.
It's like practicing with a seasoned professional who knows the ropes.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
No wonder our sources keep highlighting RoleCatcher.
Right.
But they do mention both a free and a paid version. What are the key differences?
The free version offers access to basic tools like resume templates, job boards, and general career advice.
Okay.
However, for the real game changer, you'd want the RoleCatcher Copilot AI subscription.
Okay, so that's the premium version.
Right. That's where you unlock those tailored suggestions for your resume and interview prep, giving you a definite edge in a competitive job market.
It's like going from using a basic map to having a GPS system that guides you directly to your destination.
Exactly.
And honestly, after learning about all these features,
Yeah.
I'm starting to feel a bit of FOMO myself.
I bet.
I might need to check out RoleCatcher.
You should. I mean, it's really impressive what they're doing.
But while we're on the topic of technology,
Right.
let's address the elephant in the room.
Okay.
Will AI eventually replace court reporters entirely?
It's a valid concern.
Yeah.
Especially with all the talk about automation these days.
Right.
Some might feel apprehensive about entering a field that could be overtaken by machines.
It's understandable.
It is, however, if you look closely, our sources suggest a more nuanced picture. While AI can certainly assist with tasks like transcribing audio,
Right.
it's important to remember the irreplaceable human element.
You're right. Court reporters provide more than just a verbatim transcript.
Exactly.
They bring their understanding of legal nuances, their ability to decipher complex testimony, and their emotional resilience to the table. Qualities AI is still far from replicating.
Precisely. Imagine a heated exchange in court with overlapping dialogue, subtle inflections,
Right.
and maybe even a bit of courtroom drama.
Yeah, things can get a little heated in those courtrooms.
An AI might struggle to differentiate crucial details, whereas a human court reporter can use their judgment, context, and even body language cues to ensure accuracy.
It's that human touch, that ability to navigate the gray areas that will remain invaluable.
I agree.
Maybe the future isn't about AI replacing humans, but about the two working together, forming a powerful synergy.
I completely agree. AI can handle the heavy lifting of transcription,
Right.
while court reporters can focus on accuracy, context, and those uniquely human aspects that ensure justice is served.
That's a much more optimistic and, frankly, exciting way to envision the future.
Right.
It's not about fearing technology, but about embracing its potential to enhance our skills and create new opportunities.
Exactly.
And that brings us to the heart of what we've explored today. Court reporting is more than just a job.
Right.
It's a vital profession that safeguards our legal system.
It is.
It requires dedication, precision, a deep respect for language, and perhaps most importantly, that unwavering commitment to capturing truth one word at a time.
Beautifully said.
This deep dive has truly opened my eyes to a world I knew very little about.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
It is. It is. For anyone listening who is now curious to learn more, perhaps even wondering, what if I have multiple versions of my resume? Which one is best suited for a career in court reporting? A great place to start is the RoleCatcher website.
Good idea.
They have a ton of information and resources,
They do.
even addressing that very question.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there you have it. A deep dive into the world of court reporting.
That's a wrap.
We've covered everything from the skills needed to the technology shaping its future.
We did it.
And I have to say, I'm walking away with a newfound appreciation for these silent guardians of justice.
As you should, it's a career path worth exploring for anyone passionate about language, law, and ensuring that every word matters.
Until next time, keep those minds curious.
Absolutely.
And we'll catch you on our next deep dive.